I often send my clients out on what I call field studies. Field studies are simple but powerful. Jeffrey here with Tracking Wonder and the Wonder Hub, and I'm bringing you another shot of wonder. A field study might ask you to look at how people actually use your service or product, or a service or product from somebody else within your field, or how they move through their day, what frustrates your customers, what delights them, what do they yearn for. Sometimes a field study is about studying other businesses in your field, but the real invitation is this, that you don't just look, you observe like an anthropologist. Now, that mindset, thinking like an anthropologist, comes from IDEO partner Tim Kelly's brilliant book, The 10 Faces of Innovation. This book's one of the most practical guides I've found for cultivating curiosity and creativity on a team or even within your own mind when you need to quiet the inner devil's advocate who says, we've tried that, or that's just how things are done. So what does it mean to think like an anthropologist instead? Well, it means in part cultivating beginner's mind. Yeah, that capacity to see what's actually happening, not just what you assume is happening, not just what you want to see. Most of us look away too quickly. Unknowingly, we glance, we judge, we move on, because the brain is remarkably efficient and creates shortcuts for familiar information to conserve its resources. So when you see a familiar object, even right now, your brain's prefrontal cortex and other areas quickly process it with minimal energy. This is called sensory reference suppression, and basically that just means that vigorous neural activity isn't really required for your recognizing something. The brain understands the expected level of sensory input, corrects for it, leaves behind a quick signal for familiarity, what psychologists would in part call the familiarity bias. Instead, anthropologists linger. They stay curious without rushing to fix, name, or explain away what they're observing. They're generally and genuinely interested in people, not as users or clients or customers, but as whole humans navigating their days. And they ask why over and over again, not to be annoying, but to really understand. Why does this person pause there? Why do people hold their phones like that?